Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you could just let me know if you can hear me, that would be amazing in the chat. That would be so brilliant. Oh, brilliant. Thank you very much. Welcome, welcome, beautiful queens and goddesses. I'm really excited to be here. We're a week later than normal, but that's because I've been away. Oh, welcome. I just give it a couple more minutes to see if anyone else is hopping on this morning, and I would just check. It's just me this morning, so I'm just going to check my email to check no one's having any problems. Um, whoop, okay. Um, No, nothing yet. Okay, cool. Well, I would love to know, where are you dialing in from? Where are you calling from? Where are you listening to this from? Um, I love knowing that. We're normally around the world. So yes, please let me know. Share with me where you're calling from. And Hampshire, lovely. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And okay. I'll just put this up here. So we've got some people starting to filter in now. Welcome, welcome, beautiful goddesses and queens. I'm just asking where you're calling in from. If you want to pop that in the chat, that would be amazing. Let me just show chat. There we go. Brilliant. Okay. All right, my lovelies. Well, I'm going to get started. And if other people arrive, they arrive. So welcome, welcome, beautiful queens and goddesses. It's so lovely to have you here with me live. Um, so today we're going to be doing it on, I actually was going to plan another one, but then I changed my mind yesterday after a conversation. We're actually going to do today's on gratitude. Because when we, good morning from Birmingham. I love the little flag icon. That's awesome. So gratitude, when we get into a state of gratitude, when we activate that frequency within us, right? Because everything is within us, and what we see outside of us is just like, it's actually just our beliefs, our frequency, and our energetics. That's it. So when you cultivate forgiveness, sorry, not forgiveness, when you cultivate gratitude on the inside, what happens is you raise your frequency up, which is what we want. You elevate your frequency on the internal, which also elevates your consciousness. And then what happens is you see more things to be grateful for. So that's kind of law of attraction in a bit of a nutshell. So what happens is you call more things to be grateful to you because you are on the frequency of what you, because the things that you are grateful for are coming in on the same frequency because you're vibrating on the same frequency. Okay, so gratitude. What I wanted to do is share a little bit of backstory. So I've just been traveling for the last 3 weeks around Thailand and Cambodia with my husband, and had a little adventure, and it was amazing. But one of the things, I was very humbled by the experience. It's not my first time. I've been to Thailand and Cambodia about 3 times, I think. This is my third time. But after COVID, wow. So I think most of us maybe on the call are in what I would say was the Western world so far. But yes, I was very humbled by my experience, and it made me have a whole new level of gratitude for my home, for clean running water coming out the tap, to sanitation, to a place where I feel safe, to money in the bank. Like, even if you perceive that you don't have enough, which is a little bit of a loop that you might need to get out of. But even if you feel like with money or love or whatever, and you don't have enough, like, the abundance that is available to us is wild, wild. But sometimes we get so busy and caught up in our day-to-day lives that we forget to take a moment to be truly grateful for, like, the food we've just bought, for example, access to healthcare, things like this, like we just take for granted. So I just want to give you some numbers to kind of bring this, like land this for you. So, yeah, COVID, it obviously hit everyone really bad. But to give you some examples, in Cambodia, they have the largest religious site in the world, Angkor Wat, and it's beautiful. It's stunning, like the carvings and everything. And so before COVID, they would have 2.1 million visitors a year to Angkor Wat, 2.1 million visitors. And Cambodia is a developing country. Like I think they have less than $1 a day per GPD. And after COVID, last year, they had 100,000 visitors. So you can really see the impact, and you could see the impact. Like it was quite intense in some areas. So it just made me so grateful for, like, in England, for example, we had furlough. I know there was some controversial with things like that, but there was things to help us. And in other countries, there just wasn't a safety net. And that was quite apparent. So, yeah. So what I want to do is, and the other point is, when I was speaking to a waiter in Cambodia, he was a young waiter, and he said that his name was meant lucky. And my like my understanding of how the universe works is your beliefs and your constructs and your frequency, your energy create your reality, right? You are a powerful queen. You can create anything that you truly desire. You totally can. The only thing standing in your way is you, is your beliefs, your constructs, and your energy, right? So you can create whatever you want, but when you are born into a country, or maybe born into a place where you believe all these constructs, and you believe that you're powerless, and you believe that you're victim, that's quite hard to shift. And that's what I want to remind you, actually, to remind you today through the practice of gratitude. I've got an amazing goddess for us as well. Through the practice of gratitude and activating gratitude, I want to remind you of how powerful you are. What a goddess, what a queen you are, how you can have it all. And you know what's beautiful about that is that you have the awareness, you have the knowledge that you can do that, right? You just need to remember if you don't feel that that's the case. And one thing that I notice for me, myself personally, is what happens to me is I slip into powerless. That's like my reoccurring limiting belief, like, right? If something's not working in my life, I'm like, what's going on here? Why is this shit? Why is this not working? And then it's like, oh, like I think that I'm powerless in this situation. How do we flip that script so that I reclaim my power and I start creating what I want, what I desire, calling it in? So give me a yes if that resonates with you. I want to say this morning. I'm in the morning. I'm going to go with the morning. If that resonates with you this morning, give me a yes in the chat. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, like if it makes sense, if you want to activate some gratitude and really feel it in every fiber of your being, because it's also about being grateful, not only for everything that you, by the way, you've created in your life, right? Like, what are you? You're a powerful creator. You've created everything around you. You've called it to you, but also to have your human life. Do you know, it's such an honor. I think sometimes we forget, because human life can be quite hard. Planet Earth can be quite hard because it's heavy and it's dense in terms of energies. But like, it's such a true honor to be here on planet Earth right now as a human. It really is. Like, it's such an honor. So yeah, feeling that. Okay, so a bit quiet this morning in the chat. So I will move on. Okay, so hi, if you don't know me, I'm Lucy, welcome. I help women to straighten their crown, claim their throne, and activate their BQE, what I like to call Big Queen energy, to become the reigning sovereign of your life and create whatever it is that you're desiring, and remembering how amazing and truly wonderful you are and powerful you are. This is a safe space for us women to come together and heal without judgment, okay? And if you're tired, if you are if you're depleted, right? If you're running low on energy, then I just be like, I invite you to just receive, because sometimes as women, we can find it really difficult to just receive. Like we just give, give, give. So receiving, if you are in a place where you're tired, you're struggling, you're having challenges, and you just need to replenish your energy, then just receive this transmission, because I am bubbling over today. I do ask you to take responsibility for your own personal journey and your own healing. So if it does get a bit intense, because we are like, we're going to be moving energies around and releasing. So if it does get a bit intense, I invite you to breathe and just tap on the collarbone here. And just breathe. Stay in the room. Breathe. Although I'm recording this, you will only see my face. You won't see anyone else's names or anything like that. Okay, so just a couple more things. I've got the Lucy Brand show. So if you enjoy this, then in the Lucy Brand show, I do what I call a sermon, a podcast each week, helping you to elevate your consciousness and claim your throne and activate your BQE. And there's also a monthly activation in there that's very powerful that you won't get anywhere else. So I'll put that in the link. And then if you did want to go deeper with me, I've got some offerings on at the moment as well. So I've just popped those in the chat. You can check them out later, or you can head on to lucy-brand.com and check me out there. Okay, so if like you feel like talking this morning, let me know. What would you like to call in? What are you grateful for? And what would you like to call more in through the power of gratitude? What gratitude would you like to activate today, this morning? Because that will help in defining how we shape this healing, what I channel. And while you do that, I'm just going to share. So if you haven't been with me before, then welcome. So basically, I use tapping EFT for the first portion. So this is where we just tap on the different meridian lines around the body, and you just repeat after me my words. I invite you to speak the words out loud, if possible, if you feel in a safe space to do that, because we as women have been silenced for a very long time. So it's actually very powerful speaking your truth, and it helps you to release as well. And the second part is a meditation. And so we're going into that today with the beautiful African goddess Maui. I hope I pronounced that right. And she inspires the universe's abundance. So that's what we're calling in with our gratitude. And every dreamer's imagination. I love that. So like your imagination is key. Your imagination is key to everything, right? Because your imagination is actually your link to the ethereal, right? Everything that you want to create already exists. It already exists, but it's in a different timeline, right? So what your job, I don't really like that word, but what your job is to match it in the ethereal frequency wise, or thoughts wise, speaking wise, all that kind of thing that creates your reality, and then create it, draw it down and manifest it here. So I'll give a little example of that. So what I mean is, for example, Alexandra Bell, who invented the telephone. So the idea in the etherea of a telephone was flown around. And what happened was Alexandra Bell matched his energy, matched his frequency, because his desire was to create something for people to communicate with, to that frequency of the telephone, and then he created it, right? That's what you do. So, thank you. Grateful for new opportunities, and I'd like to call in peace and abundance. Yes, yes, I love that. Plugging into new opportunities. Yes, we'll plug ourselves into the field of infinite possibilities. That's always a fun one. Go and play in there, and definitely cultivate more peace, internal peace. I love that. Abundance. Right. Okay. So if anyone's got any questions, let me know. If not, then I'm going to have some water. Because hydration is key. And I'm going to, we're gonna start on the side of the hand. So if you just want to tap here, and just take a deep breath in for me and just settle. So I like to think of it as your sitting bones are your throne, right? So like your pelvis is your queendom, your throne, okay? It is the source of your power. So if you just want to rest in that, rest in your power, right? And activate, like, no, even if you're maybe not feeling it right now, just know that or imagine that they're your power, like tap into that, feel that powerful creator that you are. Okay, another deep breath in and let it go. And repeat after me. Even though sometimes I get so busy with life and so caught up in my stuff and my challenges and complications, I forget to be grateful. And I forget how gratitude can help me create the life I deserve, I so deserve, and I desire. But I'm going to choose to love and accept myself anyway. Yes. Even though it's not until I stop and think or take a breath or pause and look around me that I realize I have so much to be grateful for. All this abundance, access to clean water, healthcare, money in the bank, love. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose to honor this moment, this time here, prioritizing myself. I'm going to tap into gratitude. I'm going to turn up the dial on that gratitude internally. So for me right now, I can just feel gratitude like flowing all the way up here, like a beautiful backward waterfall. So just tap into that. And I'm going to choose to increase my capacity to receive more. Receive more. What is it you're calling in? Peace, abundance, opportunities. I'm choosing to activate my gratitude for myself. And I really want you to like hold it there, like really turn up the dial on gratitude for how incredibly brilliant, awesome, clever, smart, beautiful, amazing, caring, lovable you are. Increase that value dial, right? Right up, right up. That's it. That's it. Well done. And I'm going to choose to open myself up to receiving even more. because that is my divine birthright. But maybe I forgot. Maybe I've got so caught up in the busy and the complications and the challenges. I forgot how truly abundant I am. I forgot about all the amazing things, incredible things I have powerfully created so far. Some of them amazing, some of them I need to tweak a little. But it's because it wasn't quite what I was wanting. But that's okay. That's okay. It's a dance. It's a dance with the universe. And I'm choosing right now to play in the field of infinite possibilities with the universe. Okay, now we're going to tap round the points to the top of the head. All this gratitude that I'm cultivating within me. I'm so grateful for, insert a word there. And I'm so proud of myself for creating. What have you manifested recently? What have you created that you're proud of? I'm also choosing to recognize and acknowledge all the love in my life. I'm choosing to receive that now. I'm choosing to get into a love loop, a gratitude loop, where I activate the gratitude and love within me, raising my value, raising my frequency, elevating my consciousness, and transmitting that out into the world, transmitting that out into the ether. And then I'm asking, that's something we can find hard too. I'm asking for it to come back tenfold, 1,000,000 times, 1,000,000,000 times. I'm asking myself to increase my capacity to receive more love, more gratitude, because I know it's available to me. I just need to claim it. And the way I claim it is by asking for more and then looking, seeing with fresh eyes, a new perspective, a remembering of how truly powerful I am. And that my capacity to create and my capacity to receive, because they're two sides of the same coin, is infinite. Absolutely infinite. So I'm choosing right now to shift my focus to all the things that I am grateful for right now in my life. Grateful for my health, grateful for my smarts, grateful for my heart, my big heart, grateful for my life, my unique, beautiful life that I created. And I am choosing right now to dissolve any thoughts, any programming, any conditioning I may have absorbed from being younger about not enough, or learned about not being grateful. I choose to acknowledge those now. I ask that they be shown to me so that I can call them out and let them go. I choose to release all beliefs and programming, all constructs which are not of my highest good and which are blocking me from seeing and being so grateful for my life. I'm choosing to clear them all out now on all levels of consciousness, the collective and my own. My brilliant, beautiful mind, my energy, my heart, my ovaries, my spine, my lungs. Your lungs are a sign of expansion. And on a cellular level too. And across all time and space, dimensions, realities, and realms. I'm choosing to focus on the timeline where I have already manifested what it is I'm desiring. And I'm choosing to tap into that gratitude right now. I'm choosing to feel that gratitude within me, maybe here in your sacral chakra, your womb. Like, I'm choosing to tap into, feel that gratitude of that desire already being filled. I'm choosing to notice that my capacity to receive has expanded to receive this manifestation, this desire, this dream. And I'm choosing to tap into that energy. I feel giddy. I feel excited. I feel so proud of myself. I'm remembering how powerful I am. And I can choose. It's a choice to create and transmit more peace. Create and transmit more abundance. Create more opportunities for myself. All for my highest good. As I deeply and completely love, honor, respect, and value myself. I am so worthy and deserving of feeling grateful in every present moment. It's actually an act of self-love, self-care for myself. Not to mention, it turbocharges my creation skills. It activates my BQE, my big queen energy. It reminds me of how powerful I am. And I'm so open to cultivating more. But I know that it starts within. So I'm choosing to turn up the dial, really tap into that energy, that frequency of what is it you truly love? Peace, love, abundance, wealth. What is the frequency that you really want to turn up the feeling of? And I'm choosing to allow it to vibrate through every cell of my being, every fiber. That's it. Expanding that energy out to match and meet all that I truly desire with love and gratitude. Because I am so worthy and deserving of feeling gratitude in every moment. And we only create from the present moment. And I am worthy and deserving of that because I am a queen. I am a goddess. And I'm choosing to wake up to my powers as I deeply and completely love, honor, accept, value, and respect myself. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. Fill those lungs up, sign of expansion. And let it go. Let's do another one. Fill up. And this one, just hold your breath and push the air from your pelvis. Just push it up into your heart. And let it go. And then I'd invite you to close your eyes and just settle in the frequency that you're now in. So for me, like my hands are like they always vibrate, my hands, when I do energy work. So if you can feel that tingling of energy buzzing around you, if you need to take another deep breath in, cultivate and activate that energy, moving it around. Just close your eyes and feel into that. Feel into that. And what I would love for you to do is to take another deep breath in for me. And as you let it go, I would love for you to imagine, visualize, wake up in the beautiful Congolese jungle. And you can hear the sounds of the animals and the birds. And it's so thick and dense with trees and grass and nature. You feel that abundance frequency. Whether that abundance you're calling in is love, whether that abundance you're calling in is wealth, whether that abundance you're calling in is health, whatever it might be, you see it and you feel it here. It's a frequency. And you allow yourself to receive even more. You open yourself up. It's a choice. And the jungle wants to give this to you. The jungle wants you to feel expansive. The jungle wants you to feel tapped in, connected to all that is. You are connected to that wise tree. You are connected to that bird. You are connected to that egg just about to hatch. And you hear the pulsing, the heartbeat of the forest, of the jungle. It's like it's alive. It's got its own rhythm, just like you. And you start dancing. You start dancing to this rhythm because you know when you dance, you set yourself free. And you start laughing and dancing and allowing the energies, the surplus energies of the jungle, this beautiful ecosystem, you allow your being to absorb it. this abundance of love, this abundance of growth, this abundance of abundance itself, nature in full bloom. Oh, and as you dance, your feet bare on the ground, you feel that pulsation of Mother Earth herself. You dance with the rhythm of the earth. You become in sync with the universal energies. And you realize that in this beautiful space, this lush, green, tropical space, that you are indeed in the playground of the infinite possibilities. You can play with timelines here. You can play with time because it's malleable. You can do anything you desire. You can create anything you desire. And as you dance, you notice this beautiful goddess approach you. And she has gold and she has beautiful markings on her body. And she just gives you this warmth and this power. And you recognize this goddess as Maui. And she smiles at you and opens her arms, and you run over and are embraced by her, and it feels so good. You feel your whole body surrender in her arms. This is the mother creator. She represents inspiration, all your dreams, all your desires, all your inspiration and your imagination. She represents creativity and creation itself, along with universal laws. She is the cosmic wonder that can create anything from the ethereal into matter here on earth. She is you embodied. And you see yourself in her face, and you beam and you open up even more. And in this recognition of this powerful goddess in front of you being within you, your capacity to receive all the goodness, all the goodies, all the opportunities that the universe wants to give you, only you. You feel your energy expand again. And as that does, whoosh, your wings open, your angelic wings, and they glisten in the sun that's peeking through the rich canopy, the abundant canopy. Oh, this jungle of life. And as you bask in your own glory and greatness. It's that there opposite, the beautiful Maui. You start to remember those little desires and dreams that maybe you'd forgotten about. Maybe you'd put them to one side because you've been so busy and life has got so complicated. But the universe and Maui is nudging you to remember. Nudging you to remember your deep desires, because your desires are a gift from the divine itself. And all the divine asks is that you fulfill these desires, because that is your gift back. So you may have multiple bubbling up to the surface to be remembered, may just be one. This is you and your journey, and it's all perfect. And as you tune into this desire or these desires, you notice that any insecurities that might be starting to bubble up disappear. Any doubts, any fear, they dissipate and dissolve and disappear. Because not only do you have Maui, this powerful goddess, creatrix goddess next to you, you start to see the timelines, the different timelines where you've already created what it is you desire. And this becomes so exciting. You feel a wave of gratitude, a wave of love ripple through you, ripple through every fiber of your being to expand your heart, to expand yourself and elevate your frequency, elevate your consciousness. And we will ask Maui to help us cleanse any limiting beliefs, any constructs, any programming, any old templates. Dissolve now, out of your system, out of your consciousness, that are not of your highest good, and out of your energy field. Some of you have got some, that's like, I would invite you to invite some beautiful, pure white, sparkly light to just, you can imagine it coming from the sun, if you like, through the canopy, but divine light washing over you, cleansing your beautiful body, your energy field, your consciousness. That's it. That's it. Allow it to cleanse and elevate. Beautiful. And as that Maui takes your hand, and she is so proud of you. She is in awe of you. All that you've created, your strengths, your smarts, how you've got yourself here, this wonderful journey you've been on. She appreciates that you've had hard times. She appreciates that you have challenges, but look how you've overcome them. And at that, she places this beautiful crown because she is inviting you to remember your power. And as she places this beautiful glistening crown on your head, whatever it looks like for you, you feel this jolt of power and strength fly through your spine. Your shoulders come back, your chest opens, your heart is open and ready to receive what it is you desire. And you look to that timeline or those different timelines where your desires have already been manifested. And you amplify the gratitude of that already being manifested, created. You did that. And you call to that timeline. You choose in this moment to collapse all timelines and call it to you, being on the same frequency of gratitude, love, bliss, joy, fulfillment, peace. And you amplify that out, you radiate that out. Like a beacon, like a lighthouse calling your desire to you, collapsing that timeline. And so it is. As above, so below. And any of those fears, those doubts, those insecurities, allow them to come up, allow them to bubble to the surface and look at them. Look at them, acknowledge them, and know they are not your truth. And then watch them in little bubbles float away into the ether. They are not needed here. They are not for your highest good. And we only want to cultivate what is for your highest good. Beautiful. And as you allow this spring within you, this cultivation of energies, this spring of love, this spring of worthiness, this spring of power, this spring of deep knowing and wisdom, this spring of love, this spring of gratitude, you allow it to cultivate within you and spill out into the beautiful jungle. And as you stand opposite the beautiful goddess Maui and see your reflection within her, Maui leans forward and whispers something in your ear, just for you, no one else. And then after that, she embraces you one last time, and it's like hugging Mother Earth herself. You feel that warmth. You feel that love. You feel that serenity. And you feel that knowing that whenever a seed is planted in Mother Earth, it blossoms in its own time. There's no expectation, there's only love and nourishment. And as that you feel this love and nourishment from Maui, Mother Earth, flow through you, warm and nourish every fiber of your being, every cell with love, healing as it goes, transmuting, alchemizing anything that is not of your highest good. And then Maui has to leave. She gives you a big hug again, and then she disappears back into the thicks of the jungle. And it's like you hear all the sounds of the jungle again. You hear the abundance of noise and the abundance of smells. And you feel that warm heat on your face, and it feels so good. You feel energized, you feel alive. And as you straighten your crown, your beautiful gift from Maui, which was always there, I invite you to, keeping your eyes closed, take a deep breath in and let it go and come back to me. Keeping your eyes closed, come back to this timeline. Keeping your eyes closed, take another deep breath in. Oh, let it go with a sigh, maybe. Coming back into your beautiful body, noticing the sofa or the bed or the chair that's been lovingly supporting you this whole time. And then coming back into your beautiful body. And when you feel ready, and only when you feel ready, you can open your eyes. Well, my lovelies, if you feel like sharing anything in the chat, then I'd invite you to do that. If you had any intuitive nudges or ahas, or if you feel comfortable sharing what Maui shared with you, anything like that, then I'd love to hear. I'd love to know how you're feeling. If you've noticed any shifts, that would be wonderful. Have you transmuted? What you've transmuted? What you've alchemized? And how you're feeling. Oh, beautiful. Um, Wow, what an experience. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you very much. Enjoy the ride was my message. Yes, yes. I love that. I love that. Oh, and a heart and a sun. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's like the two things. Because, like, if you think about the sun, Father Sun, sometimes, if you think about the sun, it heats stuff up, right? And it expands stuff. So I always think of like the sun expanding your heart, love, right? Just like like a cake. Probably not the best analogy, but you get what I'm saying. I feel more peaceful instantly. Yes, yes, thank you. You're more than welcome. I'm so glad. Yeah, peace. Sometimes I forget like how just blissful experiencing peace is. Thank you very much. You're welcome. I did this with my 3-year-old. Oh my gosh, this morning, and she seems to enjoy your soothing voice. Thank you. Oh wow. Oh my gosh, that I feel quite emotional about that. Thank you. What an honor. I just yeah, the children are definitely the future. They're coming through on a much higher frequency than us adults. So yeah, they've got a lot of wisdom. That's really touched me. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Um, thank you, my lovelies. That's so special. Yeah. Right, I love you so much. Have a wonderful rest of the day or the evening, wherever you are in the world. Next month, March, we'll be back to the usual time of 3 weeks. Oh, sorry, the third. When I've been in the ethers, sometimes it's hard to get my brain in gear. Shift gears, time, space. Right. March, we'll be back third Wednesday of the month and we'll continue. So I hope to see you then. And yeah, if and if you want to like reach out to me on Instagram and say hello, or Facebook, or any of those platforms, because I love hearing from you. Okay, my darlings, I'm sending you all the love. I love you. Have a great day. Bye.